Hello Libra, welcome to your reading. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. If you're new, thank you for coming. It's a general collective reading. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that escalates the videos for more people to see. Okay, so let's just start with the Taurus I have. Okay, so some aspect of your life is kind of stabilizing now or solidifying. Taurus is usually about being grounded as well. So you could be getting grounded, or you need to bring the grounding energy in. It can also be related to property, real estate, ownership, material things as well, material ownership, which could be a number of things. But it's the best aspect of this is the grounding aspect, the solidity, the applying methodical principles to things, being productive, but in a methodical way. As I said, materialism comes into it, but also the accumulation of material things, but also of wealth. So aspects of that may be coming in for you, or they may be starting to slowly come together for you now. But it is very much about spending time in nature to ground yourself as well. So that could be walks, it can be hikes, it can be gardening if you have a garden. Any activity which gets you, close to the earth. And for some of you, this may involve land, growing your own fresh produce or any kind of planting, anything related to that. But it's also about being sort of in a mindset where, yes, you are solidifying, and yes, you are standing strong, and yes, you are being methodical, but don't be too scared to try new things as well. Don't get so bogged down in your material world that you don't want, you can't move forward. It can have quite a heavy energy as well. So make sure that you are applying the grounding principles, and that you are bringing solidity into your life, stabilizing things and so on. But do try new things as well. It also has got an artistic side to it. The arts can come in with this as well. So there may be an aspect of that for you. Perhaps it's a hobby or an interest of yours, or even as a profession for you. But it's all about that. It's the appreciation of things like that as well. Any kind of artistic endeavor, or it could be something in like ballet or dance or on the stage. Things like that can come in. It has got quite a strong material slant to it from a monetary point of view. So you may be gathering finance at this time, or going through processes regarding that. Okay, but it's generally symbolic of things coming together for you, and stabilizing. It bodes well, especially if you've applied yourself, and it kind of comes from work that you've already put in. Now, with Freya bold here, unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. Okay, so this is what I said about the Taurus energy. Just don't get too bogged down in material things, or too set in your ways of doing certain things, or a certain mindset, or a certain, sort of approach, or a view, having a very fixed view on things. You need to be a little bit more flexible. You need to try new things. You need to take a few risks, be daring, be adventurous, and so on. This can apply across the board to a number of things. Okay, so we'll get to that in here. So just bear it in mind. But she's saying that you need to actually take a risk, be more adventurous, try new things. It's also about flirting. Now, this may be relevant for your 7th house, which is the house of relationships. It could also be related to your communication house as well. So it's about flirting. It's about appreciating your body, your sensuality, your sexuality, and just appreciating yourself, giving yourself love. So self-appreciation, appreciate your body that is carrying you through this life, your vehicle. The Taurus card can also be about that. It can also be about bringing sensuality in. Taurians love their home comforts. They love their little luxuries. They love to have sensuous things going on in their life, but also practically in their environment. So, bring the practical, or the bring that into your life, but it's got a sort of a touch of luxury to it. So this is like a home comfort, whether it's food or sort of lovely enjoyable meals and things like that, food and wine and so on. But it can also be like fabrics if you're redecorating, or you love sensuous fabrics like velvet and so on. So all of that can come in with this as well. But it's saying that there's some aspect of your life where you need to loosen up and you need to try new things. But it's also about self-appreciation and flirting and being confident and trying new things and going for it. Whatever it is that's coming up where this is required of you. And you've got the action card as well. So definitely something that may just be out of your normal scope, something which you thought you would never do, or you've in the past had a very fixed mindset about something and thought, oh no, I'm never going to be interested in that, or never want to do that. You need to loosen up a little bit and try new things at this time, because it's going to bring you something which you require at this time. We've got 7th house. As I said, this is relationships. It can be business partnerships, but it's normally about your love relationships as well. So everything to do with that comes in. Now you've got lunar eclipse change coming in. So this can be quite an abrupt shift of some sort. Literally can be overnight, very quick, very abrupt change. Just bear in mind that whatever goes on with this, and however unsettling it may be, just know that it's an inevitable and important change for you. You have to go through it. It's very important for your growth. Okay, you cannot stay where you are in this situation, whatever is going down in the 7th house. This change is going to come in to shift things for you. So it's cyclical, so it's following the phases of the moon. So this may be completed within a 6-week period, or it could unfold over a 6-month period. So this could be the advent of somebody coming in, or somebody going out, or the coalition of a partnership, or the breaking up of a partnership. However it resonates for you, it can be a lot of different things. It can also just be some sort of perception shift or attitude change within a relationship. So it's not necessarily the coming together or the breaking up. It can be like you seeing something with a new light. Seeing something is illuminated for you, but it might be a little bit uncomfortable initially once it happens. But what it's going to do is going to open you up. It's going to push you in a different direction. It could also be bringing in a new aspect to do with yourself, your sensuality, your sexuality, your sensual side may be starting to come out now, or it needs to come out. Specifically to do with a relationship, So it could also be that you need to take a few risks, you need to try new things. Whatever's knocking on your door, the lunar eclipse is going to trigger that, okay? So normally it's an unexpected, abrupt change of some sort, or a shift. As I said, it can be quite an upheaval, but just know that it's inevitable for you, and that's something that you simply must go through. It's for your better good. It's for your highest good. It can have a female influence attached to it. Sometimes that does happen, but it may feel uncomfortable at the start of it. It can also be that something you were aware of, this thing, this situation, or this circumstance which was coming for you. It was in the background, or it was bubbling away, simmering away quietly in the background, and now it bubbles over. It's that bubbling over energy, just could not be contained anymore. So it's got that energy about it. So this could be very well something you are aware of, something you know about. So try and head it off at the pass. If you know what I'm talking about and it's something that you are aware of, then do everything you can to get clarity on the issue and to move it forward. Because the more open and more willing you are to embrace this change, then the easier it will go for you. Okay, so have a think on that and see how it applies in your situation. We've got Mary Magdalene, unconditional love here. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So whatever's going on in this house, you may be seeing your partner behaving in a certain way, or something may have happened. And this is talking about applying unconditional love. So this is where you spread, you give love to another or to a situation without expecting a return, without doing it in order to bring about a specific reaction or a specific outcome. okay? Just embody love, see things through love. And if there has been a sort of a fairly drastic situation which has come up, then you, at some point, once you've gone through the process, as I said, it could unfold within 6 weeks or over a 6-month period. If something has come along which has shaken your world or has realigned your perception of things or your attitude of things, just know that it's for your own personal growth. It's something that has to happen. So look at it like that. And then also, if forgiveness does need to be applied, then apply it. Do some sort of forgiveness ritual. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person or any other situation that may be involved here. It doesn't mean you forgive what was done, or what if it's perceived as a betrayal or any kind of other situation. It's not about forgiving the action. It's forgiving the energy that has been put into that. Because what happens is that once that energy gets parked in that situation, it stays there unless you pull it back. And then you have this energy loss continually to do with the situation, and it keeps sort of hanging around in your life forevermore. So the forgiveness is actually to just accept that this situation has come up, it is in your life, and there is a learning experience in it. And from that, just release it, release yourself from it, and release your energy from the situation so that you are no longer chained to it. And it doesn't keep shaping your experiences forevermore, okay? So, but in any other case, it could also be, as I said, that there are situations going on around you or within your partnership or within your relationship where, as I said, appearances are not, there's something going on underneath, and that you need to let go of judgment of yourself and of others. And despite what outward appearances may be looking like to you. Okay, so it's all about relationship issues and partnership issues, but I do feel that it also could very strongly be about an attitude or a some sort of belief that you've had, or some sort of something that is you've kind of, it may have even been shaped in past experiences with other people. Okay, now it's shaping your experience again with somebody else that you're involved with. So, release yourself from these situations, do your forgiveness ritual, and pull yourself out of it, pull your energy out of it so that you can move on. We've got here the 12th house. So this is the house of the unconscious. So this is unconscious programming, beliefs, complexities, behavior. Your unconscious rules about 90% of your life. So this is why I feel, this is coming up. It's affecting your 7th house, your relationships, and your partnerships. Something that from a past experience, it could even be past life, is needing to be transformed now, and something is needing to be released. Okay, and I do feel it's something from the past. It's some kind of programming or some kind of experience or some kind of situation which you've been through in the past. You need to forgive yourself and that situation so that you can release your energy from there. You'll feel an incredible relief, okay? And then you can move on. We will get to the other aspects of this as well. So 12th house is everything unconscious. This can be programming from, as I said, past life or some experience from a past life, but it can also be from your parents or from experiences that you've had in your life up till now. It's also the house of your beliefs, your mysticism, your spiritual life, okay? It's also about meditation and solitude, reflection, retreat and withdrawal. You've also got Pisces here, so this is important. I do feel you need to go within to assess for yourself what needs to come out, what needs to be transformed here, and what needs to be looked at. You need to shine the light on anything which is hidden, because it's in your unconscious, so it's hidden. It's behind the scenes. So you need to shine your light on anything like that, bring it out into the light so that you can examine it, so that you can see it. And don't be afraid. Look at it, turn it over, see it in the light, acknowledge, what part it's played in your life, and then do the forgiveness ritual or any kind of releasing that needs to be done. The 12th house also covers healing. So through this process of bringing something into the light and actually looking at it without fear, then immediately it loses that boogeyman tendency, or the ability to lurk around, because you've pushed it to one side, you've suppressed it possibly, or it's some kind of old kind of experience which kind of lurks around, and so you get healing from that. This house also covers service to others. So it may be nothing to do with your unconscious. This could be to do with some desire which you've had for a long period of time. Perhaps it's service work that you want to do for others. Whatever that may be. It could be nursing, it could be medical, it could be caring in any way, whatever that may be, for children or any other aspect of society, for animals, whatever it may be. So it's service to others. That may be coming up because you've got divine passion, Pele, here. This is something that is something that you need to do. So be careful with the Pisces energy and the 12th house energy that you don't self-sabotage or go through some self-undoing energy. That is a very strong tendency in the 12th house and with Pisces. So you can block yourself from moving forward. You can inhibit yourself from moving forward because you simply will not look, or you refuse to look at certain situations in your life or certain experiences, or they're just too painful. So if you need help, then seek help with this situation. 12th house sometimes does need help. It can also be escapism through addictions of various kinds. Now, this can be any kind. It can be substances, or it could be media, addicted to constant media, like having the television on 24/7, or constantly being plugged into the internet, gaming, whatever it may be. It can also be addiction to drama, to certain situations. So whatever it may be, have a good look, see what you can bring up. You can get resolutions and endings with this house as well. It's also about karmic inheritances and karmic situations. So you may be involved somewhere here in something from a past life which is now coming up for resolution. Now, it could very well be with your person or with somebody else in your life. The reason why you come together in this lifetime at this specific time, or why you are working on this together, is because you both have issues or work to do within that karmic tie. So this is about clearing that, okay? And you can only do that through actually applying the light to it and going through the healing process. So this house covers all of that. It also covers aspects to do with visits to institutions of all kinds. So this can be anything from a hospital to a library to a university or a government institution, any kind of institution, and it's your experiences there. So what you learn while you are there. So it may be even a hospital visit, or it could be to a university. Perhaps you want to study something else now because you've got Pele, divine passion, which is about following what you really, really want to do in your life, okay? Or some action that you really want to do in your life. This is about going after that, releasing that, and giving yourself permission. As I said, be careful with the 12th house that you do not block yourself or inhibit yourself in some way. It is also finally the house of meeting twin flames. So that may come up for you. You may already be in a twin flame situation or be just entering that. You can do some research on that for yourself. But just know all of these aspects are covered with the 12th house. And then Pisces rules the 12th house. So this is also about self-belief. Belief in systems as well. This is like belief systems, and having faith, having trust, believing in a higher power. It is also about connecting to the divine through your dreams, through psychic intuition and downloads and channeling. So it's heightening of your psychic senses or your other senses, your clairaudient or clairsentient, whatever one. It's the activation of all of that can happen with the 12th house. So for somebody that's lived a life perhaps in a religious mindset, and now they're starting to allow the psychic mindset rather to manifest, and that is a big change. That is a huge release something that is already in you and is now coming out. So that may be triggered. It's that kind of energy. It's the unconscious things that have been there a long time, which need to be aired and need to be acknowledged. So this could be talents, it can be abilities, it can be your heart's desire with certain things that you really want to do in your life now. Now's your chance, It's also about releasing old patterns and things that have been hidden for a long time, breakthroughs. As I said, the truth can come out, or dreams can be manifest with this card. Lots of things, but it's also about the return of faith and trust as well. It can also, as I said, it echoes the self-sabotage and self-undoing, so be careful with that. It can also bring in a little bit of confusion, or like just getting sucked into other people's dramas, or being pulled under by other people's dramas or complexity. So be careful that you put your boundaries in place. 12th house and Pisces is always about that. Put your boundaries in place to prevent people from taking advantage of your energy. It's like a victim mentality or victim consciousness. Be careful you are not exhibiting that, or that you're not being pulled under by other people exhibiting that. Okay. On the other hand, it could be that you have previously had victim consciousness, you've overcome it, and now you can help others. So service to others, you may be able to help others with that as well. So see how this comes out for you. The Pisces can bring in wonderful imagination, inspiration. It's direct connection to the divine. So it's wonderful for anybody who's entering that realm, who's starting to use all their talents and abilities in that realm. Channeling, psychic senses, clairaudient, clairsentient, all of these, all the clairs, it can very much be activated at this time, but it's also very imaginative. So if you're a writer or an artist, or anything to do with that, it can be highly activated now for you. The reason why I say that is because you've got Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so think on this very, very carefully. This could be on a very much a personal level, to do with a specific person in your life, as it could be twin flame related. It could also be karmic related, to karmic issues. The moving on from that. It can also be your heart's desire. So this is something that is very, very close to your heart, but something you've never really focused on, or you couldn't for whatever reason. Perhaps you were in a lifestyle or in a life which you were just kind of doing robotically. You were doing it because you were good at it, or because it paid the bills, or it was just sufficient for the time that you have had up until now, your life up till now. But this is about going after what really lights you up, what really makes you sing, makes your heart sing, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what gets you up in the morning, what will spark that beautiful energetic leap. So it's all about that. It's about tapping into that, and it's allowing it to come up. Because it's a volcano, it's coming up from underneath. So this is something that's in you, it's inherent in you, it needs to come out. You need to let it out and give that permission. Give yourself permission to pursue whatever this is, and go after it. And it will bring you tremendous satisfaction in your life. So some action is required here. Something that you need to do to basically save yourself, if you want to put it that way. To free yourself from self-sabotaging, or from being inhibited in some way. It could be environmentally, it could have been relationship related, something that perhaps has held you back. And this is the eruption of this divine passion coming up, whether it's for another person, or for a situation, or for a passion that you have. You've got to let it out. Then we've got third house messages. So this is everything to do with communication. So this is communication outwards or inwards. So you may be receiving news about something. So you may be waiting for something. It's also about giving messages out. So you may need to communicate at this time with certain people, or generally. It can be related to communication as in the internet or electronically, but it's words, written, verbal, and even body language comes in under the third house. So all forms of communication, very, very important. It also covers documentation, contracts. So you may be waiting for something like that, or you may be crafting something like that. You could be involved in property purchases, something like that. Sales, anything that is word-based, document-based, It could even be electronic, as I said, from a marketing or from a messaging point of view. It also covers communication with specific people. So this can be aunts, uncles, cousins, general relatives, siblings, and even neighbors may come in for you. So it also covers short journeys. So this can be journeys this is not a long distance. It's normally a shorter type of journey. It can involve cars, maps, things like that. This house also covers electronics, the internet, technical things like that. So you may be getting more information, or you may be using the internet or electronics for certain things. It's also about learning and the pursuit of knowledge, and you may be doing a lot of research via media and so on at this time. And we've got Jupiter return benefits. So something from the past may come back to you at this time. Jupiter return, because it's a return. Normally it's up to a 12-year period, but see how it resonates for you. Something from the past, and this is why I say something from the past here needs to be released, or something may come back to trigger a release. It could be an experience or something you need to say, or some message you are receiving, or it could be business related, because this is all about communication. So you could be somebody you're meeting, somebody from your past, or it could be that you need to speak very directly to certain people at this time. And I did mention all the people, that could be family related or neighbor related. Or you could be starting something new, or it could be, as I said, a return. If that's the case, it's something that kind of didn't manifest or didn't happen or didn't materialize for whatever reason. So something that was shelved or put aside. It could be a dream of yours, something you've always wanted to do and you couldn't do it when you were younger or earlier on in your life. You just couldn't do it for whatever reason. Now the opportunity comes back around again. Leap at it, go for it, take action, take a risk, be bold, start something new, follow your divine passion. This is about self-belief, belief. Jupiter is saying that you've got an opportunity now. Whatever it is coming back to you, it's going to bring benefit. Whatever this was from the past that didn't materialize or just didn't happen for whatever reason, is coming back around and it's going to bear fruit. So it's going to bring you a benefit, a blessing. It could also be the return of joy, or the return of faith, or the return of happiness, or the return of something. It could also be support, or a rescue from something, or just the return of faith. Okay, so all of these things are possible with a Jupiter card. It doesn't last very long, this energy. So whatever benefit, whatever opportunity comes to you, follow it as far as you can take it, and that will lead you to other things. Jupiter can bring a lovely warm fuzzy happy feeling, and then you kind of lose sight of the end or the opportunity, and then it's gone. So follow it up. Don't rest on your laurels. Keep steering your ship, and any opportunity that comes to you, follow them. Follow it as far as it can go. Not all of them may pan out, but certainly somewhere in there is something is going to come to benefit for you. So it's a lovely energy. It can even be the return of a lover or an old friend, or a family member. Just see how it comes out for you. We've got a star of fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So whether it's to do with specific people around you at this time, or whether it's electronically based or document or contract based, it could even be a property, or it could be a short trip that you're going on somewhere for some reason. It could be to purchase land or to live somewhere else, or just to explore. Or as I said, it could be that you are starting a business, or some idea is coming to you. It's about fertility. It is about manifestation of something. It's a new project, or accessing an idea of some sort, or to just give birth to a new condition, whatever that may be, relating to your third house. It could be that you need to perhaps say something to somebody to start a new cycle with them. So it may be to do with the past, perhaps let bygones be bygones, so that you can start a new cycle with this person. Or, just apply it to your situation. Very fertile energy. It's all about newness, fertility. The bunny is there, and spring does come in with this, but it's the spring-like energy. Any time where you feel like it's a brand new day, there's a lovely fresh energy about it. That's that kind of day. It can be any time when the light is starting to rise up. It's getting the light is becoming more and more. So for some of you, whatever is occurring now may only sort of come to fruition in April, or any time when Easter is around. And as I said to you, with the lunar eclipse, sometimes it can happen within a 6-week period, or a 6-month period. So just see what relates to you. But whatever is going on now, the seeds are going to be planted now. Some sort of idea or situation or circumstance is going to be beneficial for you, and you're going to get a new start out of that. Some seed is being planted, or some fertility or abundance is coming to you, and that is going to help you to start new things. Okay, Libra, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care, and have a wonderful, wonderful month. And I will see you next time. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you.